The situation surrounding the Indiana Fever has taken a harsh tone, as what unfolded on national television exposed deeper issues in a simple preseason loss. While mainstream sports media is framing the 15-point defeat to the Dallas Wings as a team-wide failure, the raw numbers suggest something far more concerning. Caitlin Clark delivered an exceptionally efficient 21-point performance against a high-level defense, yet her impact was undermined by questionable coaching decisions and a lack of structural support. The game highlighted a troubling rotation strategy under Stephanie White, a roster that appears thinner than advertised, and a team dynamic where Clark is left physically targeted without adequate protection. Kelsey Mitchell's significant negative plus-minus further emphasizes the imbalance, while the bench failed to provide meaningful relief. Altogether, this 95-80 loss points to deeper organizational problems, ones that go beyond a single game and raise serious concerns about direction, accountability, and long-term stability.
First quarter against Dallas, 14 points, 4 for 5 from the field, along with 2 assists, ends the first half with 19 points on a 91 true shooting percentage, 2 assists, and 1 steal. 2 3-point made. MVP season loading. Let's take a look at some clips. 291 days since Caitlin Clark played in Gainesbridge Field. Folks, almost an entire...
In the 2026 preseason matchup, the Indiana Fever fell to the Dallas Wings by 15 points, finishing 95-80, but the deeper analytical story centers on Caitlin Clark's standout performance. In just 16 minutes, she scored 21 points on an efficient 66% shooting, going 4 of 6 from the field and 2 of 3 from beyond the arc. She showcased elite decision-making, attacked driving lanes, absorbed contact, and earned 13 free throw attempts, converting 11 of them, while also adding 4 assists and a steal. Clark dominated early, putting up 14 points in the first quarter and 19 by halftime, scoring at a remarkable rate of 1.3 points per minute. Despite this, her playing time remained limited, and as she sat, the team struggled to keep pace. The result was a game that not only highlighted her scoring efficiency and confidence, but also raised questions about rotation choices and how her impact was managed as the Fever lost control of the game.
In the third quarter, and we're starting here so I can give my 2 cents to Stephanie White. Stephanie White, after Caitlin Clark comes out on a heater in the first half, comes out on a heater in the first quarter, keeps that momentum going in the second quarter. Sit her down. Why are we going to risk injury? Why are we going to risk health of our superstar?
As the game unfolded, the focus shifted from performance to decision-making on the sidelines. While Caitlin Clark was dictating the offense and putting pressure on the Dallas defense, head coach Stephanie White appeared committed to sticking with a preset preseason rotation rather than adapting to the flow of the game. By the third quarter, with Indiana trailing by a significant margin and the veteran supporting cast struggling, the situation had already tilted heavily in Dallas's favor. In a preseason setting, where results don't impact standings, many would argue the priority should shift toward player preservation, especially for a high-impact centerpiece like Clark. Instead, she was briefly reinserted into a physical, increasingly one-sided game, a decision that raises questions about balancing competitive instincts with long-term player management and risk awareness in exhibition play.
Violently flagrant foul. Shockingly enough, this was called a flagrant foul. Caitlin Clark goes up for 3. Alana Smith slides her leg right underneath in her landing zone, and it was called a flagrant foul. But take a look, folks. Caitlin Clark coming up limping, coming up hobbling.
At the 7:51 mark of the third quarter, a tense moment escalated into a dangerous play that shifted attention away from the game itself. As Caitlin Clark rose to take a 3-point shot, Dallas Wings forward Alana Smith contested in a way that led to Clark landing awkwardly on her foot, causing her to tweak her ankle and fall hard to the floor. Plays involving a shooter's landing space are widely scrutinized because of the injury risk they pose, and this incident immediately raised concern given Clark's importance to the team. For a brief moment, it underscored how quickly a preseason game can turn costly if a key player gets hurt. The sequence also sparked questions about game management physical play, and how teams respond in protecting their players during high-risk situations.
Timpson, I don't know if she thinks that her spot's on the line or she's competing for a part in the rotation, but Mikayla Timpson has been trying her hardest to put in the work and show that she deserves to be a part of this team. 10 points from Mikayla Timpson, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, only 1 personal foul. Mikayla Timpson, she should make this roster. Is she going to be a part of the actual rotation? That remains to be seen. Raven Johnson, defensively, a solid.
The box score from this game paints a difficult picture for the Indiana Fever supporting cast and highlights the gap between Caitlin Clark and the rest of the roster on that night. Sophie Cunningham, brought in to add toughness and presence, finished scoreless in 14 minutes without attempting a single shot, while also having limited overall impact. Kelsey Mitchell struggled with efficiency, shooting 12 for 10 points and ending with a team low -18, underscoring how much the team faltered during her minutes. Other contributors also had inefficient outings, with players like DeWanna Borna, if applicable, Damiris Dantas, and others failing to convert from the perimeter, contributing to the team's overall 3-point struggles outside of Clark. Rookie Raven Johnson showed flashes defensively with 5 steals and solid playmaking, but a limited scoring range continues to affect spacing on offense. More broadly, the game exposed a clear depth issue, particularly with key players like Aaliyah Boston, Lexi Hull, and others unavailable. Without Boston's interior presence and screening or hole spacing, the offense became compressed, allowing Dallas to focus defensively on Clark and force others to take inefficient shots. While preseason results should be taken with caution, and some of these struggles may correct over time, the lack of cohesion and missing rotation pieces raises concerns with the regular season approaching. With a limited window before the opener, ironically against the same Dallas Wings, getting the roster healthy and establishing consistent rotation will be critical if the Fever want to compete at a higher level when the games begin to count.